Hello all, hope you all are doing great and welcome back to Nomam YouTube channel. Today we are starting a new series in our channel which is dedicated for hands-on Azure learning. We'll be starting with AZ104 official labs and see how we'll progress in future. One thing to remember, we'll do all these labs as a beginner, which means guess what? We'll follow all the official documentation and the steps which are provided. We'll try, we may fail, we'll troubleshoot, we'll fix, and finally we'll learn. So that is the approach, no big deal. Let's kick it off with the first lab, manage Azure Active Directory identities. So to get started with, you need to have a Azure account and all the resources will be provided in the description of the videos, respective lab link. You can follow along on if you have Azure account, no other things to be required. So let's get started. So to do this hands-on labs, I have one tab which is dedicated for lab guide and another tab I have opened Azure portal, so that you can see here. So we'll get started. So first thing, administrator identity, the first lab we'll learn today. So once we go here, so here they have provided lab scenario and objectives like what we are going to learn and the estimated time, architecture diagram for the lab, everything they have mentioned. So we'll start from here, exercise 1. So what we are doing, create and configure Azure AD users. AD means Active Directory. So for that I need to sign into Azure portal. I have already signed in. So okay, then we need to go to users and there you need to create new users, right? So what I'll do, I'll click on new user, create new user. Okay, so here I need to provide username. So what will be the username? AZ10401 So I have copied that, and name I need to provide the same, right? So that is what the name will be same. So here I need to select let me create the password. Okay, so let me create the password and here I need to provide the password. Okay, and then so usage location it should be United States. So I'll click on United States. So in job info they provided any details? Yes. So job title would be cloud administrator. Okay, and IT department should be IT. Okay, that's all. I'll click on create. Okay, it is created. Let us refresh once and check whether it is created. So it is creating. Now it is done. So I'll click on here to verify what all the things it is created. Done. So what will be the next step? So here we need to click on this and manage section, assign roles, and as I assign user administrator. Okay, so here assign roles, what we are trying to do is we are assigning permission to the newly created user. So I will click add assignments. What privilege I need to provide? User admin. So user administrator, add. Okay, successfully added assignment. So if I click on refresh, okay, I am getting these details. So I'll go back to users. Fine. So now what we need to do, in a private window we need to sign into the Azure portal, right? Okay, so I'll copy the user principal name from here I'll open private window. I'll log into Azure portal. So portal.azure.com. Okay. So here I need to provide the mail ID. Okay. Then I need to provide the username, password which you have created. So I'm providing the password which I have created. Then it is asking me to change the password. So again I'll enter the same password as a current password, and I need to generate new password. I have given new password. I'll click on sign in. Okay. Yes. Maybe later. So now I have created new user and I'm able to log in with the new user credentials. So if I go to Active Directory, Azure Active Directory, so it will be the same. I will go to users. So there I need to see all the, okay, these are the previous users. Fine. So now I'll go to lab once again. Okay. This is done. While this user account cannot access now. Okay. In the private browser window, okay, again we need to go to Azure Active Directory, and then we need to create a new user once again. So I'll go to my private window. I'll click on new user, create new user. Not this, yes, here. So I need to provide this username. AD user 2, and same name will be same, and again I'll say let me create password. I'll provide one password here. Okay, and job info. So job usage location would be United States. Again selected United States. So job info. So now he will be the system administrator. Previously we have created cloud administrator, now is system administrator. Department would be IT, right? Okay. Now I'll click on create. So let me refresh and check. Okay, so now it is creating a user and it is done. Now that our task 1 is completed, what we have done, we have logged into Azure portal and visited Azure directory. There we created one user and we have logged into that particular user. From there we created n more user, right? So these are the things we have done. So now create Azure AD groups with assigned and dynamic membership. Okay, so now to get started with this, we need to go back to Azure portal. Okay, before that we need to sign out from the private window. Okay, let me do that. I did sign now. I'll close this as well. Okay, fine. Now so we need to check with the licenses. Okay, so in all resources I'll check for licenses. So in licenses I need to select all products. So this is all products. Okay, here I need to click on try and buy, activate free trial of Azure AD Premium P2. So I'll click on try and buy. sorry, try R by, so Azure AD Premium 2. So this is the free trial. I'll say activate. So it is activating Azure AD Premium B2 trial. Okay, it is successfully added. Now what can I do? So refresh the browser. Okay, so I'll refresh my browser to check whether AD Premium is activated or not. Then now I got Azure Active Directory Premium B2. That is fine. So now in the Azure portal, navigate back to Azure AD tenant and click on groups. So now I need to create a group here. So what I'll do, I'll search for groups. Okay, this is fine. Here I need to select new group. I'll do that, and the group type should be security, which is came by default, and the group name, it should be IT Cloud Administrators, and group description and also IT Cloud Administrators. Okay, this is fine. So now membership type, so membership type should be dynamic user. So that is all they mentioned, dynamic user. Drop down grayed out. Okay. So now click add dynamic query. Okay, here I'll click on add dynamic query. Okay, on the configure rules tab of the, okay, where is configure rules? Yeah, here only. What we need to do, tab of the create a new rule with the following settings. So settings should be, okay, choose a property should be job title, which is came here, operator equals, okay, and value should be cloud administrator, value should be cloud administrator. Okay, then I'll save this role. And then I'll click on create. Okay, there is another thing. Let me refresh once. It is loading. Okay, IT cloud administrators. So I'll click on this. I'll add one more query. So where can I do that? Properties. Dynamic membership rules. So here I'll add one more expression, right? Add dynamic query. and I have done configure rules, dynamic membership rules. Okay, now we are here. So now what we need to do, again, so and or okay, and here again job title operator equals system administrator. Okay, now I'll click on save. Back to groups, and now I'll go back to roles for groups, click on new group. So again we are about to create new group. Okay, new group, and type should be security, group name should be IT lab administrator, group description is Contoso IT lab administrator. Now this time the membership is assigned, which is came by default. Okay, so from the add members, so here no members added, so we'll click on this, and from add members what we need to do, IT administrators and IT system administrator groups. IT cloud, right, IT system administrator and IT cloud administrator group. Okay, so let me go back to groups once again. Okay, here what we have done is, like, we have done everything in same. So what we have to do ideally is we need to create separate group for this as well. So how can we do that? So I'll create new group, and sorry I missed that. So here a new group name called IT system administrator, group description is IT system administrator, and type should be dynamic user, and add dynamic query, job title, equals, and the system administrator. Okay, this is fine. So I'll click on save, and then I'll click on create. So now that we have two groups, okay, ID cloud and system administrators. Now if I go back, and if I try to create new group for IT lab administrators, new group IT lab administrators, and then description should be onto IT lab administrators, membership type should be assigned, then from the add members. So here if I was about to add, so this time I'll get both IT cloud admins and IT system admin. So this I have selected, and IT system administrators. Okay, these two groups are selected, and then I'll click on create. So successfully created group. Let me refresh once. Okay, till it is booting up. Okay, now I got this. So what is this? It's IT lab administrators. If I go here and if I check here, okay, so I can do an entry representing IT cloud administrators group, display members blade. Okay, so if I go back and if I click on IT cloud administrators and if I click on members, so here what I'll get AZ104 AAD user 1, AAD user 1. Okay, that we are getting. Similarly, if we go to system admins group, so I'll go to system admins group, I'll click on members. Here I need to get user 2, so we got user 2. This is fine. So finally, what we have done here is we have created 3 groups. In one group we have added user 1, in another group we had added user 2, in one group we added both, right? So that's all we have done. So now that we have seen lab 1, and in this we have completed 2 tasks, and there are 2 more tasks which are optional. So if you want to give it a try, you can try it out, and you can reach out to us if you are having any issues. We'll be happy to assist you. And with that, we'll end this video here. And that series, there are lots of labs here. If you just see, so there are around 15 labs. So all these labs will be covering in our next videos. Thank you so much for watching this, and we'll see you in the next. And like every time, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our No Ma'am YouTube channel. Thank you. We'll see you in the next.